Welcome to my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for watching these videos that I put out and following your sign. I just want to say thank you to everybody who has subscribed to my channel, and also everybody who is going to subscribe to my channel. Anyway, I don't mean to be a bit pushy, but just like to put it out there anyway. So yeah, feel free to do that either now, during the video, or after the video. I mean, obviously, if you if this resonates with you and you like what I do. So now, this is I just want to remind everybody that these the messages that come through with these readings are general, so they may or may not resonate with you. If they do, that's absolutely wonderful. And if they don't, or if they're not quite resonating, I do encourage, whether they do or not, is to just excuse me, to clear my throat, is to just check out what your other signs are saying for you. So this is for Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and or Venus. And I say and or because, you know, we can have more than one astrological sign sitting under one of our main signs, like the Sun, the Moon, or the Rising or Venus sign. So, like, for instance, you know, I know some people who have Gemini in their personality or their sun sign, and in their Venus sign, so and or rising sign. So whatever, I know a couple of people that's either Venus or the rising as well as the sun. So it could be that, and I know of some people who have Pisces in their chart twice as well. So, you know, and that's why it's quite interesting to check out what your other signs are saying for you, because it may give you a little bit of more, these aren't shuffling as well as they usually do. Linking is a little bit more insight as to what could be going on for you. So, okay, I'm holding this wrong. So there may be something where something's not shuffling into place, or something is not linking in the way that it usually does. And, you know, or like what I'm just hearing and just watching the way these cards are falling, are not falling into place. Something maybe not falling into place as well, or as fluidly as you like, or I don't know, I keep getting the word, I'm getting the word fluidly for some reason. It's not really the word that I'm looking for, but naturally or organically as you would like. So anyway, I'm just going to shuffle them. That's the, you know, that's shuffling. And so I just want to like also just say, mention to, yeah, about the subscribing thing. Yeah, so subscribe now. You can feel free to subscribe now. I want to turn them up that way for some reason. I'll do that way so you can see them. It's almost like I'm doing you a personal reading, in-person reading, which I kind of am, but on a video. So anyway, going back to, I started to digress there. There's a lot of chit-chat there in the background there with your Virgo, with a lot of energy and spirit are just wanting to come through, but they're just having to like also realizing, like with you may be realizing, yes, I want to go this way and then go that way, and I'm and some of you are listening, but there's a little bit of scattered energy around, and it's like there's something about making a commitment or a decision, or just a choice, or deciding to do something. Okay, so anyway, this is a post actually full moon reading for you. So, and I just want to explain, it's like, oh my gosh. So I have done the all the other signs, and I did actually do your sign for the full moon readings that I put out just not long ago. But somehow for some reason, I didn't upload your video, your reading to YouTube, and it wasn't until I was scrolling through it, and I was like, where the hell, why isn't Virgo there? So anyway, and so I thought, well, I'll go and check on my phone to upload it, and then I realized that actually I cleared them all out, so I deleted them all to make space for other stuff and the next lot. So anyhow, so hence here I am doing a post full moon July 2021 reading. So on saying that, some of the when I started, some of the energies, the signs were like pre-full moon. Some of the signs I do were like in the moment, like in the full moon energy. But you, Virgo, happen to be like post, you know, full moon July 2021. So, and there's probably a reason for that. So, let me see where we're going there. So anyway, I just thought I'd explain that. So this was actually going to be originally for the month of August 2021 reading that I was going to start. and getting them out, a little bit earlier or on time-ish before the 1st, of August. However, things have changed up, so it's just like, oh well, that's the way we got to go with. I'm going to go with it, and I am hearing there may be something similar to you where you've had to. Things have changed up, and it's like changed up because you've stepped up, or it's changed up because you've stepped out, or changed up because you've made a decision in some way. Now you may be, and now you may be like second guessing yourself. So which is creating some of this, scattered. Is the best word that is coming to me, or that I can come up with now, or is coming to me at the moment. So to describe how that feeling is that I'm feeling for you Virgoians out there. So so it's kind of an interesting energy at the moment, and I feel like the whole energy today is like a lot different to how it has been before. So there's been a clearing or a shift in some way or form. So the first card out, even though I pulled it out this way, it's like it's actually, and started from right to left, it's actually the first card out is shift. So, and I'm just noticing I'm talking about it. So there has been a shift of some sort, and you may be like, and now there's something that you may have not been shifting with, as per se, or going with the flow of things, recently, in order so you can get some sort of movement going or clear some space in some way. So there's been a beautiful shift there, and I feel like this card is like showing that there is a change. When I look at this energy, there's a change in the ambience, or a change in the way that this person here this woman here on this card. So whether you're a male or a female, there's something shifted where there's a sense of, I feel like she's just like released it. So she's relieved herself of the stress, of the pressure, or whatever is going on. So, or, he has, well, like I say, male or a female energy, but if you get that, or it may be that you're the male energy and the male Virgo energy, and you may be seeing that in a female energy, or that and that you've noticed the shift, or she's noticed the shift in you in some way or form. Okay, and you may be just feeling that way. So whether you're a male, about a female energy, okay, it could be, or it could be just about yourself. So just thinking outside of the square. So there's been a lot of healing energy. So as I'm working with you and doing this reading, the energies, I have a lot of galactic energy and a lot of multi-dimensional energies that work with me, and I work with them. We work alongside each other. So as well as the angels and guides and, all sorts of energies, ascended masters and that, and they pop in every now and then. So there may be something where some of you on a spiritual level have been noticing, or who work in this sort of realm in some way or form, have been noticing a shift or in different guides, or different feeling like you're in a different dimension. It could be something like that's this shift feeling for you. And just as I've said that, there's been this like altered energy, or this altered state, like I've just felt like I've just moved from like not feeling giddy, but just felt like I've moved or shifted, and something's gone that way and I've gone this way. So it's in that, maybe that sort of feeling. So this is about like, in a way, like grounding yourself and knowing, consciously being aware that yes, I am here at the moment, but there's something about time and space, or time in space, whichever pertains to you. So, but how what I'm hearing, however, is like there is also, it's what this shift is creating space. So, for you to take some time to like chill, and I'm hearing like chill the frick out, and just chill and be in your moment and be in your space, and not letting anything necessarily bother you. Not that it's kind of like not letting anything get in the way of that, basically, because I feel like this time that you have is actually been allocated by the universe, and in a way by you, because you've allowed yourself to take some necessary steps in processing or learning something about yourself or doing some deep inner work. For a lot of you, not all of you, you will resonate with this, but it may be that you've taken time out to do something else. And so, but if you haven't, there is something that may be coming up where you may be needing to take time, or you may be forced to take time, in the sense that, you know, somebody saying like, right, I'm going to take you away, let's do this, blah, 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 blah. And so but I feel like this is about making time for yourself. So somebody may make time for you or help you make time, because this woman here, she is a little bit like sad on saying that in her facial expression, but not fully. There's a sense of contentment actually as well, but there's a baby that's in there. So I feel like this is like nurturing the inner self, which is, there's a picture back there. Looking like deeper within, and there's a baby that's in there, like, and there's a sense of, I wouldn't even, some of you may see it or feel it as rebirthing, but I'm just feeling like there is something new, like a birthing or a birth that's coming. So it may be literally for you, but it may be, you know, figuratively, you know, or symbolically for you. But there's something around this that's special in this time, and I feel like it's a time frame or a time zone or a special time for you to like contemplate where to now and what have you and all that sort of thing as to where you're going, because there's been a shift with some information that is coming up for you, or has come up for you while you've been through that, and which way you should go or could go, or just sit still. So I'm hearing just sit still for now until you get all the information. So the Princess of Swords is here, the first card out with this shift. So something is moving. So there is something moving, like in the, you know, like you may be thinking about doing something or making some decisions, and they may not be, you know, I was just going to say there may not be major decisions, but then on saying that, define major. What is major for me may be minor to someone else, and vice versa. So, but what I'm hearing is whatever that is and how you see that, or whichever, you know, there's some decisions that you've been making, and it's like there's, or that you're going to make. I feel like in that shift has created it. A decision where you're feeling like, okay, I know what more so now where I'm going to go, because you've got like this bird here I'm seeing is like a falcon. I'm calling it a falcon or an eagle, but falcon wants to come out for me and on my mouth. So it's like, you know, there's that bird, or those type of birds, they have a very keen eye for seeing things at a distance, or an overview, or from a distance, like into their vision is great. So there's something now, you've seen what it is, and it's like now I feel like you're more leaning towards going in a direction. So I'm just going to take those. There's a clump of them. So the Hermit, yeah, okay, this is like maybe you're needing to take a little bit more time to contemplate, because the Hermit is like, talks about going within and learning something about thyself. The Eight of Swords is in reverse here, but I'm going to turn it around. So you may have figured out something, because typically this is like about self-restriction. It's in reverse, but you maybe like have kind of let yourself out to an extent and figured some stuff out while you've gone in there, but don't resist it. So while you're in there, I'm turning it up the right way, because it talks about, you know, self-restriction. So it's just letting you know, like it's taken a little bit of time to get yourself or let yourself out of that space. And I do, like I say, you've made some steps, because this was in reverse, and that tells me, for me, that you've actually taken some steps and you're on your way because you've gone within to have a look. So here's the Queen of Cups. She is like really amazing. She's in her power, in the sense that she's looking like quite calm. She's on, you know, she's processed her what's been going on with her emotionally, especially over this recent one. So she's like in this nice calm, she's looking forward. There's a sense of contentment with her emotionally, but also I feel like, and that's probably because she's more like listening to her intuition, and therefore when we do that, where there's that sense of satisfaction. So because this card is about, you know, the Cups is about relationships or emotions and, intuition. So there's about, I wouldn't be surprised if, obviously, well, for me it's obvious, for you it may, for some of you it may not be, but on saying that, like, there is that thing about, with the cups, is about emotional relationships, and intuition, but with building them with ourselves and or others, on saying that. So with her being in there, it's like, because she's nice and calm and she's content with with her progress and what she's achieved, it's like there's that energy. I feel like, okay, where they going? There's like 4 freaking second messages coming through. There's like I'm sort of just getting them to do that, bring it together. So okay, so she's just brought everything together. She's known where she is. She's sitting in a really nice, comfortable place where she's content now, because she knows more about what it is, and she's that has upset her, and she's done a lot of release work. So Prince of Swords here. There's something that may be coming through, like you may have that with this coming up, the Prince of Swords. Now there could be something like you see, often this card can be seen as like when this energy comes in, the Prince of Swords energy, it can be quite overwhelming because he moves quite quickly. So there may be some sort of an energy where you're going to maybe have to make a decision quite quickly, or a choice, but because you're in touch with your emotions more so now, and you're knowing where, how far you can go, your limits and your boundaries and that sort of thing. This Prince of Swords energy is like, that comes in. So it may be somebody that comes in with this overwhelming energy, and you may be wanting you to make a decision. There's a part of me that's when I'm reading this, we'll see what comes up next, is wanting to say, oh yeah, the Four of Swords, where sometimes but there's 2 sides to this card. Okay, come on. With this overwhelming side of things, it could be that, yes, sometimes we do need a bit of a push to make a decision to go in a certain area or a certain way, direction. And then the other side of it is, yes, that is true, but then the other side of it is sometimes it can come up, we might make a hasty decision. And so it's like, this is where it's important there, where I feel like she's more in her space, or she's more ready and able to make a decision that's, on the fly, basically. But this Hermit here is like slowing everything down and going within it. So I feel like some of you may be reviewing some of your decisions and how you've come about to making them, and how some of them might have been a bit hasty, and you maybe like needing to, or you could have, should have, would have just slowed down a bit and thought about it. And then others of you may be like thinking that, and it's like, but you're thinking about that side of things, but it's not, but you're looking at it as, well, okay, I did what I did, I made a decision based on what I knew then, and da-da-da-da. So it's like, it's not so much that it's okay, but it is okay in a way, but you've acceptance, there is that acceptance, okay, now where to from here, okay? So this could be what this whole shift is about, working through something where you have in your human mind, or in what society deems that you've done something wrong, you made a wrong decision. But however, they're saying that's no, you've come to a place, or you're getting to a place where actually, no, yep, okay, there was something and I probably could have chose differently, but I did it, and so now you're moving on from there. So, and there could have been like something to do with, something to do with the law with that, or somebody came in, or it could be like a swords energy, a male energy that's come into your life, or possibly a female energy, whatever it is for you, who is an air sign that came in with something and upset, and that upset the apple cart with whatever it is, and with this overwhelming energy, or this energy that come through. But the Four of Swords is here, so I feel like this is a time of convalescence. So whatever it is here that's happening here is like, in a way, has taken up a lot of your energy. So there is, which going back to the beginning here was just talking about like, if, just taking some time out, because if there is no point like going against the grain. At the moment we have, I've heard and I've read that there are 7, but I keep wanting to say 9 planets in alignment that have, in retrograde or coming into alignment. It's like there's a lot of energy there. So it can, when planets are in retrograde, they can all be, it feels like everything is stopping or, stopping, but they're just slowing down. And it feels like everything for us can be going backwards or not go, or stopping basically. But it's just a time for us to slow down. So this Four of Swords kind of like is telling us to just slow down, or telling you to just slow down, or take that time out, because of this energy that's come through here before. It may be here right now, or maybe you may be sensing something coming, whatever that is for you, or in like post, like I say, that situation. But do take that time. I feel like the time has been created, because soon enough, and once you've taken that time, there is the Wands energy here. So it's like then you'll be able to get moving, like in the next week or so. It's just like processing it and allowing you to catch up with yourself. Then it's like, yep, okay, you're ready to go, because the Eight of Wands is a now card. It's an action card. So because you're in, the shifting or allowing the shift to happen, things can start to get moving again, because here's the Five of Swords, and then it's like, because you've gone in, and this Prince of Swords in a way is helping you to push past it, whatever this Five of Swords energy, because it's like after the 5 there, it's like release and surrender, surrender to all that frustration and whatever it is that's going on in your head. Otherwise it's like, it just kept flapping away there. It's like, what I mean? So because this is what the end result could be, the King of Pentacles is successful in all areas of his life, but it's just like doing this background work, this groundwork, this foundation work, this deep inner work, or this shallow inner work, whatever it is. But it is definitely going within and working on yourself. So, and therefore, once we're in that space, we're able to like look forward or move forward into, toward, and continue with, creating those strong foundations and, that stability in all areas of life, whether it's be health, wealth, or career, whatever that come out. But it's like, or family, and with our energy levels and all that sort of thing. But it may be that there is a King of Pentacles energy that's coming in that can help you with that shift as well. So that who is more grounded, or is grounded with you. But I feel like there may be an older male energy for some of you that is in there, that is a Pentacles, that can help you moving in whatever direction it is that you need to be moving in for you. So the triangle, so there may be 3 of you. I'm hearing like love triangle for some reason, but I'm also hearing triangle as in a pyramid for is like, some of you maybe, like the father, the mother, the son. There's a lot of that energy this year, and energy that's going on there. But first of all, there may have been a love triangle that was in there, that was somewhere along there, and it may not necessarily actually have been a love triangle, but maybe that was in your head. For some of you, that was actually figuratively or literally there, not just figuratively, but both. But there is, in some of you, there may have been an illusion on somebody else's part that there was one with you, or you were in one. So there's a lot of energy that's going on, but there's something about sleep here. And I want to go to this Eight of Swords again. It's like the, that self-restriction is not, because what I'm hearing is like, doing meditation and that sort of thing to help you to sleep. But there was something about the triangle too. They're going me back to the triangle. So it's like, what I'm hearing is like, for some of you, a pyramid might be really nice. It's triangle, or a pyramid might be your safe place. So let it be Mother Mary. Okay. There's Father, Mother, Son. So interesting with this triangle, it's coming underneath here. So there's that, the Christ energy, the God energy, and the Mother Mary energy there. So she's come through, and for you to, just saying let it be, whatever it is, and like not losing any sleep over it, okay? because it's like, or trying not to, but she's being more forceful and like, don't lose any sleep over it, because I feel like sometimes, or a lot of times, it's like it's a self-restriction. We can get ourselves out of it if we allow ourselves to go there. So the other thing is, like, sometimes we can go in these funny places and, you know, and make it more difficult for ourselves when we're not eating well or drinking well, looking after ourselves as well. So this card from Archangel Michael, he's talking about drinking more water, you know, eating more veggies of all variety. Balanced eating habits equals balanced energy levels, basically. So he's just talking about encouraging that. So you may have slipped off your eating regime, and, you know, and things maybe not playing the game with you. Two of Wands. So there is something about you being, you know, looking out there into the future. The Two of Cups here. Yeah, there's about, you know, a new emotional beginning. Like, it's like you're starting to see stuff and feel stuff and create different relationships with yourself. And the Tower. So the Tower card, so, you know, there is something like, you know, crumbling away, breaking away, because you're taking steps and you're looking, you know, for change, basically. And you're looking to build relationships. Not so much, or partnerships, not so much like the relationship with others, but it may be that you know, with yourself. You know, creating that amazing emotional relationship with yourself. Then it's like, once, you know, as you're doing that, you're starting to see the amazing, you know, emotional relationships, or the amazing relationships that you have with others, and how they shift, or how they begin, how they, you know, and change, or how they grow, you know, or how they wane away, whatever that is. So the Two of Wands is beautiful, you know, like taking that burst of energy and, you know, searching or looking into the future, and what steps do I need to take. And this one here with this, on this emotional level, is like, you know, taking that next step, basically, or you've taken the step because your perspective might have changed about something, and in the sense, and, you know, it's now like you can see it, so it's able to like make some connections, and, you know, connecting the dots. But the Tower moment or moments, this is like something which means, like, with that, you're allowing things, you know, change to happen, basically, and allowing yourself to release more of what you don't want, and, you know, that it serves you no purpose for your highest good, so you can move in the direction or directions of where you want to be going. Okay, so this is just really quite a quick one, actually. No, it's not. It's 27 minutes. So, and just so maybe, hopefully, this has helped you like move through some stuff that you've been working through, and just give you maybe a little bit of confirmation and encouragement to continue your journey with love, peace, harmony, joy, excitement, adventure, because you've got this, and you know that. And even if you don't feel like you got it, just know that you have got it. You know, often things, you know, we've got to go in there, and it doesn't happen overnight, but it will happen. This is a process, and you are growing much more than you realize. So I'm just holding my hands out here, so you may be able to feel the energy that these energies are sending to you, even while I was talking, and they were channeling through me. So anyway, we leave you with lots of love, peace, harmony, joy, excitement, adventure, and prosperity and abundance. Okay, so, and we'll see you like later on in the week, where I'm going to start putting out these August 2021 reads for you tomorrow. Okay, so I'm recording this today it's Monday it's Monday the 26th, actually, of July 2021. And so where they go. Yeah, so I will continue with the August reads and see what happens there for you. Okay then? Okay, bye for now. God bless you.